Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jill, also known as the Sepia Advocate. On this channel, we'll be talking all things Black and Brown. This is a community built to have an open dialogue and discuss topics that matter to us. So, if there's something that you want to talk about, please don't hesitate to let me know and be sure to join in the conversation. Today, we're going to talk about the Honorable Ketanji Brown Jackson's confirmation hearings. My opinion, that woman was phenomenal. I mean, she handled herself like a true champion that she is. And if she doesn't get in there, then I don't know who's worthy of getting in there. Um, there's really not a lot I can add to her list of accomplishments that Senator Cory Booker so eloquently put. Her performance was amazing and how stoic she was during the hearings. Nothing could shake her. They tried. They threw everything but the kitchen sink at her. But she remained dignified and courteous the entire time. In spite of the fact that the majority of the Republican senators came at her like tyrants, tried to get her off her square and attempt to disparage her reputation, nonetheless, she came through with flying colors. That's what I'm talking about. Many say that they don't know how she maintained her dignity and remained so poised and calm. Well, unless you're a minority in this country, you probably can't understand how she did it. Don't get me wrong, that woman showed some true self-discipline. She was all of that. I do know how she did it, though. I just don't think that I would have been able to do it. It takes, like I said, some real skill to just sit up there and let people shots fire at you and you just dodge them. I mean, it was amazing. Her performance was just absolutely outstanding. So, and then again, I guess it depends on also what's at stake. And I know a lot's at stake for her because she really wants to be a Supreme Court judge. And when you want something, you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. So, yeah, she handled herself like a champion. And, I was really, really proud to see her. I again can't do any justice to how she performed. I mean, I would go on and say, just how amazing she was. But I'm going to show a clip from Senator Cory Booker. I think he explained it eloquently enough. And after that, I'm going to also then display another clip that wasn't so candid. And then we're going to talk briefly about which one we preferred. I'll tell you which one I preferred. So let's go. Let me try to add this to the stream here. All right, let's go. Hold on.
Hear how every Black woman in America who's gotten anywhere has done by being like Ginger Rogers said, I did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards in heels. And so I'm just sitting here saying, nobody's stealing my joy. Nobody's going to make me angry, especially not people that are called in a conservative magazine demagogic for what they're bringing up that just doesn't hold water. I'm not going to let my joy be stolen because I know you and we appreciate something that we get that a lot of my colleagues don't. I know Tim Scott does. When I first came to this place, I was the fourth Black person ever popularly elected to the United States Senate. And I still remember a lot of mixed people, white folks, Black folks work here, but at night when people are in line to come in to clean this place, the percentage of minorities shift a lot. And so I'm walking here, first week I'm here, and somebody who's been here for decades doing the urgent work of the Senate, but it's the unglamorous work that goes on no matter who's in offices. The guy comes up to me, all he wants to say, I can tell, is, I'm so happy you're here. But he comes up and he can't get the words out. And this man, my elder, starts crying. And I just hugged him, and he just kept telling me, it is so good to see you here. It's so good to see you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love my brother, Tim Scott. We could write a dissertation on our disagreements. He gave the best speech on race. I wish I could have given as good of a speech. But talking to the challenges and indignities that are still faced. And you're here.
Yeah.
I was in the White House with my Democratic colleagues, and I'm in my joy. I can't help it. and the president's asking our advice. Who should we nominate and whatever? And I look at Kamala, and we have a knowing glance, which we've had for years when she and I used to sit on this end of this committee at times. And then I try to get out to the president what it means. What it means. And I want to tell you, when I look at you, this is why I get emotional. I'm sorry, you're a person that is so much more than your race and gender. You're a Christian, you're a mom, you're an intellect, you love books. But for me, I'm sorry, it's hard for me not to look at you and not see my mom, not to see my
Could you say
my
wife
cousins,
or
one
girlfriend?
of them who had to come here and sit behind you. She had to have your back. I see my ancestors and yours. Nobody's going to steal the joy of that woman in the street or the calls that I'm getting or the texts. Nobody's going to steal that joy. You have earned this spot. You are worthy. You are a great American. Your hero is Constance Baker Motley. Mine, she has sat on my desk for my offices that I've held. She's my icon of America. Her name is Harriet Tubman. There is a love in this country that is extraordinary. You admitted it about your parents. They loved this nation, even though there were laws preventing them from getting together. When they were loving, there were laws in this country that would have prevented you from marrying your husband. It wasn't that long ago, it was last generation. But they didn't stop loving this country, even though this country
never loved
didn't
them.
love them back.
Yes, sir.
And what were the words of your heroes and mine? What did Constance Baker Motley do? Did this country that she saw insults and injuries, when she came out of law school, law firms wouldn't even hire her because she was a woman. Did she become bitter? Did she try to create a revolution? No, she used the very constitution of this nation. She loved it so much, she wanted America to be America. As Langston Hughes wrote, "Oh, let America be America again. The land that never has been yet, but yet must be the land where everyone is free." Oh, yes, I say it plain, America never was America to me, but I swear this oath, America will be. That is the story of how you got to this desk. You and I and everyone here, generations of folk who came here and said, America, I'm Irish. You may say, no, Irish or dogs need to fly, but I'm going to show this country that I can be free here. I can make this country love me as much as I love it. Chinese Americans first forced into mere slave labor, building our railroads, connecting our country, saw the ugliest of America, but they were going to build their home here and say, America, you may not love me yet, but I'm going to make this nation live up to its promise and hope. LGBTQ Americans, from Stonewall women to Seneca, hidden figures who didn't even get their play until some Hollywood movie finally talked about them and how they were critical for us defying gravity. All of these people loved America. And so you faced insults here that were shocking to me. Well, actually not shocking. But you are here because of that kind of love. And nobody's taken this away from me. So you got 5 more folk to go through. 5 more of us. And then you can sit back and let us have all the debates. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a well-charted Senate floor because it's not going to stop. They're going to accuse you of this and that. Heck, in honor of your person who shares your birthday, you might be called a communist. But don't worry, my sister. Don't worry. God has got you. And how do I know that? Because you're here. And I know what it's taken for you to sit in that seat. Harriet Tubman is one of my heroes because the more I read about this person, the more, she was viciously beaten. For her whole life, she used to fall into spells, cracked skull. She faced starvation, chased by dogs. And when she got to freedom, what did she do? Did she rest? No, she went back. Again and again and again. The sky was full of stars. But she found one that was a harbinger of hope for better days, not just for her and those people that were enslaved, but a harbinger of hope for this country. And she never gave up on America. She fought led troops in the Civil War. She was involved in the suffrage movement. And as I came back from my run, after being near assaulted by someone on the street, I thought about her and how she looked up. She kept looking up. No matter what they did to her, she never stopped looking up. And that star, it was a harbinger of hope. Today, you're my star. You are my harbinger of hope. This country is getting better and better and better. And when that final vote happens and you ascend onto the highest court in the land, I'm going to rejoice. And I'm going to tell you right now, the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, will be better because of you. Thank you.
All right now. Very, very well said. She was a true star. She was a champion. That woman held up under all kinds of scrutiny with nothing but pure grace. Okay, let me turn that off.
New personal record, Limu. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
Okay, we haven't quite got the task yet. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. I did say that I have another one as well. It's not as long. It's pretty short, but it's a lot more candid than our Senator Booker. However, he was pretty candid. He was, but he was very nice. This person isn't quite as nice. So let's see what he has to say. So I'm going to add to
went into the Senate process with an open mind. But after studying the nominee's record and watching her performance this week, I cannot and will not support Judge Jackson for a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court.
Man, shut the fuck up. What record? You mean this record? The record that's better than every other sitting justice on the Supreme Court? That record? The record that's better than the Supreme Court justices whose nomination you did support? That fucking record? In what performance you talking about? You mean the performance of your colleagues who turned this into political theater? Asking questions that had nothing to do with being a judge? For no other reason than to pander to their pathetic political base? And while they did so, she kept a cool head about her? That fucking performance? You're just another white guy in Congress who's struggling to hang on to that last little bit of white supremacy as you feel the status quo slipping from your grimy old hands. We need less of you and more of the Honorable Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson.
All right. Okay, well, that one wasn't quite as candid, wasn't quite as nice. They both definitely had a ring of truth to everything they said. Like I said, I personally like them both. I'd like to know what you think. Do you agree? Do you like them both? Do you like one better than the other? I think one was a bit more eloquent than the other, of course. The other one was a no holds barred, just I'm going to tell you how I feel type of thing, which works as well. But both of them, to me, kind of summed up, this whole process. I only hope that, I know she's going to get I know she's going to get nominated. I mean, I know she's going to actually make it into the Supreme Court because she's too. Did you see her record? Did you see her record? Yeah, if she don't make it in there, I don't know who's going to. Anyway, my thing is, if you do agree with me, because like I said, I don't have any subs right now, so I'm interested in your opinion. I'd like to know which summation you like the best. If you'd like to add to the conversation, step into the room. I don't think anybody's in right now, so I'm not even going to drop a link in the chat because, like I said, until I can build up my subs, I'll just come on, have a little commentary, and then go off. But by all means, you can click on my link and you can add to the conversation, and I'll be happy to revisit, bring it back up at any point in time, and have a conversation with you. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get this thing rolling. Love you guys. Talk to you later.